Welcome back, everyone. This week we're talking about cash. So we're going to start off the chapter by talking about, well, what actually constitutes cash for financial statement purposes. Then we're going to look at some internal controls over cash. How do we safeguard this asset of cash? We're going to look at some recent legislation, Sarbanes-Oxley back in 2002. When we're talking about safeguarding these assets, we're going to talk about having proper authorization over the cash, having segregation of duties, also having independent verifications and independent reviews when we're talking about internal controls over cash. We're going to finish up the chapter with a discussion of the design and use of various business documents that will help us maintain control over cash. And then we're going to work on two types of problems in this chapter. We're going to talk about petty cash, which is basically we're moving cash out of the bank, out of our bank account, into a box in the office, a cash box. And we use the petty cash account to handle those very small transactions that aren't worth the administrative burden of writing a check for. So we're going to look at how do we establish petty cash, how do we replenish petty cash, and when we need to, how do we increase or decrease the amount that's in the box, the petty cash box. The other sort of problem that we're going to have in this chapter is reconciling the bank statement. And so what we're looking at in this section is we keep our books and records and we maintain them up to date. But once a month, the bank sends us a statement detailing what they believe our cash balances are according to their records. Typically, there's a difference between the two, our bank records, our cash records, and their bank records. So what we're going to do is we're going to perform a reconciliation. We're going to get those two numbers to match. And once they do, we know we've captured all of the transactions necessary. Then we're going to adjust our book balance to that adjusted balance. We'll do that through a journal entry, of course. So we've got lots of homework in this section, lots of interesting things to learn about in this chapter. So good luck, everyone.